Judges. Chapter 5. Verse 1. On that day Deborah and Barak son of Abinoam sang this song. Verse 2. When the princes in Israel take the lead. When the people willingly offer themselves. Praise the Lord. Verse 3. Hear this, you kings. Listen, you rulers. I, even I, will sing to the Lord. I will praise the Lord, the God of Israel, in song. Verse 4. When you, Lord, went out from Seir, when you marched from the land of Edom, the earth shook, the heavens poured, the clouds poured down water. Verse 5. The mountains quaked before the Lord, the one of Sinai, before the Lord, the God of Israel. Verse 6. In the days of Shamgar son of Anath, in the days of Jael, the highways were abandoned. Travelers took to winding paths. Verse 7. Villages in Israel would not fight. They held back until I, Deborah, arose. Until I arose, a mother in Israel. Verse 8. God chose new leaders when war came to the city gates. But not a shield or spear was seen among 40,000 in Israel. Verse 9. My heart is with Israel's princes, with the willing volunteers among the people. Praise the Lord. Verse 10. You who ride on white donkeys, sitting on your saddle blankets, and you who walk along the road, consider. Verse 11. The voice of the singers at the watering places. They recite the victories of the Lord, the victories of his villages in Israel. Then the people of the Lord went down to the city gates. Verse 12. Wake up, Deborah. Wake up, break out in song. Arise, Barak. Take captive your captives, son of Abinoam. Verse 13. The remnant of the nobles came down. The people of the Lord came down to me against the mighty. Verse 14. Some came from Ephraim, whose roots were in Amalek. Benjamin was with the people who followed you. From Machir captains came down. From Zebulun those who bear a commander's staff. Verse 15. The princes of Issachar were with Deborah. Yes, Issachar was with Barak, sent under his command into the valley. In the districts of Reuben there was much searching of heart. Verse 16. Why did you stay among the sheep pens to hear the whistling for the flocks? In the districts of Reuben there was much searching of heart. Verse 17. Gilead stayed beyond the Jordan. And Dan, why did he linger by the ships? Asher remained on the coast and stayed in his coves. Verse 18. The people of Zebulun risked their very lives. So did Naphtali on the terraced fields. Verse 19. Kings came. They fought. The kings of Canaan fought. At Taanach, by the waters of Megiddo. They took no plunder of silver. Verse 20. From the heavens the stars fought. From their courses they fought against Sisera. Verse 21. The river Kishon swept him away. The age-old river. The river Kishon. March on, my soul. Be strong. Verse 22. Then thundered the horses' hooves. Galloping. Galloping go his mighty steeds. Verse 23. Curse Meroz, said the angel of the Lord. Curse its people bitterly, because they did not come to help the Lord against the mighty. Verse 24. Most blessed of women be Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite. Most blessed of tent-dwelling women. Verse 25. He asked for water, and she gave him milk. In a bowl fit for nobles she brought him curdled milk. Verse 26. Her hand reached for the tent peg, her right hand for the workman's hammer. She struck Sisera. She crushed his head. She shattered and pierced his temple. Verse 27. At her feet he sank. He fell. There he lay. At her feet he sank. He fell. Where he sank, there he fell, dead. Verse 28. Through the window peered Sisera's mother. Behind the lattice she cried out, "Why is his chariot so long in coming? Why is the clatter of his chariots delayed?" Single quote. Verse 29. The wisest of her ladies answer her. Indeed. She keeps saying to herself. Verse 30. Are they not finding and dividing the spoils? A woman or two for each man. Colorful garments as plunder for Sisera. Colorful garments embroidered. Highly embroidered garments for my neck. All this as plunder. Single quote. Verse 31. So may all your enemies perish, Lord. But may all who love you be like the sun when it rises in its strength. Then the land had peace. 40 years.